I am in London, England to discuss the NBA in 2025. I'll be with my guy Tunji, a Warriors fan from London. We'll also discuss why Draymond was a better defender than LeBron in his prime, why Thanasis is a better basketball player than Magic, and why Steph was the best player in their Dynasty run, over Kevin Durant. So make sure to watch the video to the very end to see if you agree.
KD's under Steph for me.
Under Steph?
Steph's like 11th, 12th.
But KD was better than Steph though, like when they played together.
Was he really?
Yes,
Was he really?
What's up, everyone? We're here at Clapham Court in London, England. We're here. I found one of the biggest NBA fans from overseas. You know, he's a Warriors fan, a Steph Curry fan.
Sir.
So we're gonna see how it is watching the NBA overseas. His top 10, because he knows ball. I think he knows more ball than me. So we're gonna get into it. My first question is, how did you get into the NBA because I heard that you're a Warriors fan. So how are you a Warriors fan from London?
I first started watching basketball because of 2K19, the one with Giannis on the cover. Had it in my boarding house, played it a bunch, and because of it, I was like, fuck it, let me start watching as well. And then saw a bunch of highlight reels of Kay Thompson, just the way he used to spot up, shoot from anywhere. I was like, fuck, this is my go. I can't lie. I wanted to play like him. I wanted to be like, because I couldn't really dribble too tough. I wasn't that quick, so I was like, let me just learn to shoot from anywhere. So I started just trying to be a spot-up shooter, corner threes, that type of thing. And then obviously watching the Warriors, you can't not fall in love with Steph Curry. The guy's just amazing. So yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. So wait, so like you said you wanted to shoot like Clay.
Yeah.
So, do you think you can shoot like Clay right now?
Nah, I can't. Ended up more like a Westbrook. Yeah, I can drive to the rim. I'm quick now, but shooting is not me.
That's interesting. Wait, so then 2K19, right? A lot of people think that's like one of the top 2Ks in recent years. Like where would you rank that?
Ooh, for me it's second. I love 2K19. 2K20 was okay. 2K21.
Ooh, 2K20 was okay?
2K20 was okay. I didn't play it as much because at the time I only had a Switch. So I couldn't really play 2K too tough. But 2K21's when I got my PS4. Fuck, bro. I think that's the most hours I spent on any game in my life. I was amazing at 2K21. Anyone in the world can touch me 2K21. No one's beating me.
Wait, so you say 2K21 over 2K20?
Yeah, for me.
Oh, okay.
I don't play 2K20 that much.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's pretty interesting that you said about the dribbling thing, because a lot of people, especially when you go over here with the UK, there's a lot of shooters, but not too many dribblers.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of the cameraman behind the camera. Right?
Oh yeah,
Can't
can't dribble for his life.
Actually, to be honest, you can't even shoot really.
Yeah, really and truly.
Nah, but okay. So then, who is your favorite player on the Warriors? Who was the guy that really got you into basketball? Was it just Clay, or was it
Clay then Steph, and as I started learning more about basketball, I started appreciating what Draymond does a bit more, because guys don't realize what he can do in terms of the IQ with the off-ball screens, on-ball screens, passing, just court general in general. Because Steph's a point guard, but he isn't the traditional point guard, so he isn't the one handling the ball the majority of the time. So you do need that sort of secondary playmaker to work off Steph, to be able to let him do what he does, be the primary playmaker, and that's what Draymond does. That combined with defense, best defender of our generation. Yeah, so
best defender in our generation?
I think so. Only person close is, to be fair, I can't lie, it's Wemby now, but before Wemby was Draymond, now it's Wemby. I can't really argue against Wemby. He's best defender of all time, I think.
Wait, Draymond's the best of all time?
No, Wemby's going to be the best of all
Wemby's
time.
okay.
Wemby's going to be the best of all time.
Wait, so you think that Draymond's a better defender, in his, peak on peak, Draymond's a better defender than LeBron? That's crazy,
that's a chop of a question, but yeah, I do think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Over Kawhi Leonard?
That one's more of an argument. I'm not sure about Kawhi, but definitely LeBron. Where's Bron's DPOY? Where's Bron's DPOY?
I mean, no, he would have had one in 2013.
Shoulda, coulda. I don't see one.
Literally, the guy who won it, right, Marc Gasol, he literally made all defensive second team, but he won defensive player of the year.
To be fair.
That doesn't really make any sense.
It doesn't make much sense, but yeah. Bron is close, but I do have Draymond over him.
Really?
I think he can guard the 5 better. I think Draymond can guard the 4 and 5 a little bit better than Bron. Bron can guard the 1 through 3 better, but I think Bron, he's an amazing on-ball defender, but I think similar to Giannis, his best thing is sort of help defense when he's coming out of where you can't really see him, that type of thing. But Draymond has the balance of both, where he is going to jump into the lane when you can't see him, but he is also going to lock you up on the ball as well. So I think it's a good mix.
Yeah,
the best mix.
I think like LeBron shows more in the stat sheet, where it's like, you know, he gets more blocks, he gets more steals. But like Draymond, because you know defense isn't all about stats.
Yeah.
If you cut a guy off on a drive, like that's a great defensive stop.
Literally.
You know? And I think that's what Draymond does more.
Yeah.
But I still think LeBron's a better defender.
I'm not mad at it, but for me, Draymond.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I noticed you didn't mention Rudy Gobert.
Oh, nah. I was just thinking about that the other day because I don't know if you remember, but like I think it was the year he won Defensive Player of the Year, 2024, when they made the conference finals.
Oh, when he got barbecued by Luka.
yeah, he got cooked on the way, and everyone was talking about like, yeah, this is the Defensive Player of the Year. Put him in a spin cycle for the game. So
yeah, but like, I hear it, but also you can't expect the 5 to guard the 1 as well as someone like an undersized player like Draymond and Bronner. I say undersized when I say like 6'8". Like I feel like that's the perfect balance. When you are like 6'11", 7 foot, you can't really guard the point as well. So I don't harm him for that, or like I don't fault him for that as much. But at the same time, you do see a Giannis that can do it. So it's like, I don't know.
So you think Gobert is overrated?
No, because everyone hates him. I think he's underrated because everyone hates him.
Okay, that
he's
makes
underrated.
Sense. But yeah, that's interesting that you said that Gobert was underrated. I've never heard of that before, but I understand it.
Everyone doesn't rate him. By the end of the day, he is going to be like, you can't really have a team that is not going to be your best defensive player. So like, you can't call him overrated when no one rates him in the first place. And I will say, his offense isn't good, but it's underrated in terms of he is a lob threat. He can get under the rim and give you like a very efficient, only 10 points, but it's still an efficient 10 points. Like, you have to give him what he can do.
Yeah. That makes sense. So then, like, how is it like watching the NBA overseas? Because when I go here and I try to watch the NFL games, I'm out here watching Lamar Jackson at 4 p.m. Like, I'm not trying to watch that. You know?
Yeah, I can't lie.
4 a.m. Sorry, 4 a.m.
It's impossible. It's so annoying. Recently, I haven't even watched this season that much because trying to be up at like 2 a.m. to watch matches, especially Warriors, because we're on, I guess the West Coast.
Oh my goodness, that's impossible.
We start matches at like 3 a.m. By the time it's reached like half time, I'm falling asleep. I can't finish games. So sometimes I'll sleep early, try and wake up like at half time for a game so I can catch a few endings. But the majority of the time, it is hard to catch games. I end up watching highlights a lot of the time, just watching highlights, see what happens after the game, look at the box score. Yeah, watching a game is hard, but especially I can't like during uni though, it was easier because I didn't care about missing lectures. I'll just go watch a basketball game at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., wake up the next day at like 1 p.m., go about my day. Yeah.
Nah, that's crazy. Oh, and then speaking of the Warriors, like, do you think their dynasty is over? Like,
yeah.
Really?
I can't lie, our dynasty's over. Unless there are a few crazy moves and we get Giannis or something like that, I can't see Steph working with. I think our last chance was last year. And I thought that during the playoffs as well, which is why I needed Jimmy Butler to just get us one game. We just need to win one game versus the Timberwolves. Bro, and Steph could have done something. I had faith, but I think it's over. Steph is still amazing, but we don't have the pieces around him to do anything with him.
So, like, Jimmy Butler, like, he can't...
Jimmy Butler's dog shit at basketball. I hate it.
Why do you say that?
I hate it, bro. Like, I feel like he's such a passion merchant. Like, he had that crazy few series in the bubble. I didn't see playoff Jimmy this playoff, so I can't speak on him. We'll see what he does this season, but he might be past his time.
Past his time?
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah,
I guess.
That is true. Okay. And then, oh man, that's crazy. So you think Curry's going to be just stuck at 4 rings for the rest of his career?
Yeah, outside of some crazy moves this season, next season, I think we're done.
Sheesh. That's
unfortunately.
Crazy,
then again, I thought there was a chance we were done in 21 when you won. So you never know. Steph could always pull out something crazy, but.
And then thing about Draymond, like when I think about it, is that he really got like 2 of the most key pieces on his team like out of there. You know, Kevin Durant and then Jordan Poole.
Bro,
so do you think he killed the dynasty?
I think he killed the dynasty. I love Draymond as a player, but his off the court actions are horrible. Like that Jordan Poole thing. Like I actually think right now we would be in a way better spot if that Jordan Poole thing didn't happen. Because that happened, and we ended up trading Jordan Poole for a 40-year-old Chris Paul, who we traded the next season. Like, bro, that Chris Paul trade was the worst thing that happened in my life. The worst thing that happened in my life. I almost killed myself that day.
Oh shit!
Fuck Chris Paul.
You have a hate list or something, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, I can't lie, because that ruined our future, and the arguments with KD ruined our present. So, yeah, it ruined the dynasty. But you could argue it saved the NBA, caused some more competitiveness in the league, because we were gonna run through the league with KD. So, yeah.
So you're saying like let's say like Draymond doesn't like get on Kevin Durant on that one play with Shea. Do you think that like KD resigns?
It's hard to say, but like I think there's a way higher chance he does, yeah. But I think he would have, but it's hard to tell. But I do think he would have, because he had an ACL he had an ACL later. If he had stayed with us, would have done not much the next season. And then a season after what we have, KD would still be KD. We'd have Steph. Clay might have been a bit past what he was, but then we would have had Jordan Poole coming off the bench behind him at the 2 to work beside Steph. Kuminga would be kind of ass, because he wouldn't have had as much space to develop and grow, but like we would have been a way better spot than we are now.
Wait, that's another thing. You don't like Kuminga, right?
I don't mind Kuminga, but like I feel like he doesn't like the system as much as you need to like the system when you play for the Warriors, because you do need to be ready to give up possessions where you could be like, oh, I could take my defender one-on-one, I could take this in an ISO. You need to be able to give up that part of your game and be ready to pass, move, play around screens, play under screens. Like, you need to be working off Steph's gravity, because if he starts working off Steph's gravity, he could use athleticism rather than trying to take his defender one-on-one, set an off-ball screen, dive to the rim. Draymond's finding him on the dive to the rim. He's going to get to the rim quicker than anyone's going to be able to guard him, especially when they're trying to pay extra attention to Steph. But he's not ready to give up that part of his game. I think he thinks he's better than he is. He is good, but he thinks he's better than he is, and he wants to play that ISO 1v1 ball, but you can't really do that in the Warriors system. Which I think is why Kerr doesn't play him as much. But yeah, it's a hard balance to find, because you need to play him enough to develop, but you can't let him ruin the offense trying to get those one-on-one shots just because he thinks he's better than the defender got in front of him.
Dang, that makes sense. So then, if the Warriors are out, there's some other teams there's some other players that the Warriors could trade for.
Yeah.
They might not trade for John Morant, though. I'm not going to lie. But he's on the trade block.
He is.
What do you think? Do you think Ja's trying to get traded? Because, just the other day, he had, 8 turnovers. And those turnovers looked like he was... Yeah, I know. It looked like he was trying to get out of there.
He's trying to do the Harden, bro. Just play fucking awful so he can get traded, I feel like.
Yeah.
So, I don't know where he's going to end up, to be honest. I don't know. People need him. Who really needs him? I guess Portland need him. Heat need him. Guys
People said that he might go to the Timberwolves.
Huh?
He might go to the Timberwolves.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Him and Ant, I can't lie. It would be good in theory. But I can't lie. The off the court problems with them two together, Jesus Christ, I can't lie. Bro, I'm smelling about 15 suspensions in the future if that happens. So,
most dangerous backcourt of all time, bro.
Bro, literally. So they'd be good together.
And we're not talking about on the court.
Real shit. It'd be like the guard lob city. Like, it would be crazy to watch, but at the same time, I can't see them working well together off the court in terms of. I feel like they'd feed into each other's they wouldn't be that good off the court. I feel like they'd cause too much trouble. To be fair, you never know. They could both lock in, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
And then, one thing that I got to get to, because I remember last year, Paul told me you got to talk to Tunji, bro, about his top 10 all time. And some of the stuff you said, I was like, yo. But that's why. Tell the people, though, what is your top 10 NBA players of all time?
Wait, let's specify greatest.
It's greatest.
Oh, yeah. So we're talking about greatest players of all time.
Jordan's my one, because I do think Bron is better than Jordan, but for me, greatest is the gap between them and their peers.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, I feel like you have to take that into account, because Jordan was so much above second place. He was even second place in his generation.
You can't even name it. Maybe Clyde?
To be
fair, he was more earlier.
Larry Bird before I'd give it to Hakeem, I guess.
Yeah,
Hakeem is probably second in that generation, and it's just can you really compare Hakeem to Jordan?
Yeah, their
but
games
you
were
can
so
compare
different.
they're not at that level, they're not near it, but De Niro, where you start mentioning names like Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, like they're people that were close to Bron. There weren't guys close to Jordan, so I have Jordan above Bron. Then I have Bron at the 2. Then I have Kareem 3rd.
Wait, but you think that LeBron is a better player than Jordan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think in today's NBA, there are a lot of players better than Jordan.
Oh, a lot of people. Thanasis? Nah, that's crazy.
No. Thanasis, I'll stand by this take. As a basketball player, Thanasis is better than Magic Johnson.
Yo,
Johnson is, bro. What is Magic Johnson? He was a Ben Simmons that couldn't dribble.
Really?
What? He couldn't shoot.
Low-key. Prime Ben Simmons could pass, but he couldn't shoot.
Yeah.
And that's what
Magic Johnson couldn't shoot.
That's what Magic
Johnson couldn't even play as good defense as Ben Simmons could. Especially if you bring him to today's NBA.
Uh-huh.
If you take Ben Simmons to like the 70s or 80s, whenever Magic was playing, fucking hell, he's there, bro. Guys are talking about him like he's Jordan times 50. I can't lie. Like, the game just evolved to the point where when you're comparing guys in terms of pure basketball ability, you can't really compare some of the older generations to what guys are doing now. But I do think like it does speak to Jordan's greatness that he would still be probably like top 20 in the current NBA. It does speak to the fact that he can do that because no one else from his generation, apart from maybe Hakeem, is touching anywhere near even like the top 50 of this generation.
Or Shaq.
Yeah. Even Shaq, to be fair, no, Shaq still goes crazy. I was about to blaspheme.
Yeah.
4, this is where my memory's feeling me. I'm trying to think of everyone before I just say a name and guys start insulting me. I'll give the 4 to like maybe like Larry Bird. Give the 5 to like Shaq. Give the 6 to like Magic. Give the 7 to Bill Russell. Give the 8 to Wilt. I mentioned Shaq.
Yeah.
Give the 9 to like Tim Duncan. Who haven't I mentioned? Give the 10 to Kobe. Give the 10 to Kobe.
Wait, so why is Kobe so low? Because also that's the thing I don't understand is because people always say like, you know, it's MJ Braun, right? But then like people always just kind of skip Kobe because people think that
Kobe's good. Kobe's like in that 9-10 slot. Like I think he's better. He's probably better than Tim Duncan. Maybe like it's between him and Tim Duncan for the 9 and 10. But I don't think he can enter those top 5 talks because like because if he's in those top 5 talks, then you have to start mentioning Steph in them too because like the first few years of his career got rings that he was kind of carried to. He was still contributing a lot, but at the end of the day, Shaq was the best player on those teams. He performed after, but at the same time, like, to be fair, I'm kind of biased because I don't like the way Kobe plays. I don't like the shot chucking. I don't like you have to move the ball. That's not the type of basketball I like. So
bro,
it is
like,
different.
people forget about that. Like if you look at mid 2000s Kobe, bro, like his shot selection was not good.
Bro,
like that's like I think they lost a 3-1. They were up 3-1 this series against the Suns, and because of a lot of shot chucking. And I remember Game 7, like I guess like the pressure. Now, I don't know if it was like pressure that came to him, but he was just basically like, all right, like you guys think I'm shot chucking, so he just started passing. Yeah, I think he took like 2 shots in the second half. Yeah, and then they lost. So.
To be fair, that's the thing. I can't speak on that too much because that's before my time. I only started watching basketball in 2019, 2020.
Bro, how old do you think? That's before my time too, right? True. It's like 2005.
So I haven't done too much research, but like for me, it's just like when I do go and watch the games I watch, he was still like a good playmaker. Like I'm not trying to act like he's like the worst playmaker of all time, but I think he didn't dive into that part of his game as much as he should have. Like I don't know, like that isn't my type of basketball. Like he definitely can't be over like Kareem. Can't be over like Shaq. Shaq is greater than him. Can't be over Larry Bird. 3 MVPs in a row. Not many guys are over Larry Bird. Kobe isn't greater than Magic. Magic did more for the Lakers than he did for the Lakers. So like you can't talk about him over him. So like, yeah, that's where I stand on it. For me, like, he has to be in that 8, 9, 10 category. KD's
I didn't hear KD in top 10.
KD's not top 10. KD's under Steph for me.
Under Steph?
Steph's like 11th, 12th.
But KD was better than Steph though, like when they played together.
Was he really?
Yes,
was he really?
He 100%
was it more like, I feel like...
He won 2 MVPs, 2 finals MVPs, bro.
Bro, but you say that, but you see niggas doubling Steph even when KD's on the court. Like, there's a thing where it's like, I feel like Steph doesn't get as much credit as he should for the gravity he brings, because when he's on the court, KD wasn't the priority. Guys were trying to stop Steph from getting his shot, which then opened KD to more looks, which then made him look like a better basketball player than he is. Keep in mind, he is still like just there with Steph, but like KD didn't do anything before Steph. He didn't do anything after. Steph has that 21 series that he can go and speak on. KD doesn't really have anything. Obviously, he had the unlucky series with the Bucks, foot on the line, size 15 feet. You can talk about all of that, but that's all what ifs. He doesn't have anything that he physical that he can prove to say, okay, yeah, I've done this without Steph. Steph has that. KD doesn't.
That is kind of true. So you're talking about like he doesn't have like a series or like a playoff run where like he kind of just takes over.
He does. He does. Like that Bucks run was that, but like
I'm talking about KD doesn't have that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. KD has that. Sorry, because he did that. He did that versus the Bucks.
Yeah. Okay.
But like, it's just like he doesn't have anything to prove for it. I hate being that ring guy where it's like, oh, show me some hardware, but genuinely show me some hardware. Like. Show me a ring that doesn't have Steph's blood on it, bro.
Yeah, you were up 3-1. That people forget, like, he really was up 3-1 against the 73-9 Warriors.
And choked.
Yeah. That's interesting. I always thought that, like, a lot of people think that, like, KD was greater than Curry, that, like, KD saved Curry's, like, legacy. Because I feel like, though, in those Warriors years, it wasn't like Curry was known as, like, the best player. It was KD.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I do think that's a discredit to Steph. I don't think that was valid because people prioritized Steph when they were both on the floor, so it made him fall back a bit and let KD shine a bit more. So, like, it's weird because I can understand why people said that, but I'm not of that. I'm not of that part of people.
Okay. So then you put KD over Curry in terms of
I put Curry over KD.
Oh, you put Curry over KD in terms of
I put Curry at, like, for me, like, 11 through 13 is, like, Curry, KD, and Hakeem. And I'd say it goes Curry, KD, Hakeem for me.
Wow. I think I can agree with that. I think.
And I can't lie, Jokic is sneaking into those spots. Slowly but surely.
I feel bad because I feel like I'm like a casual when it comes to Jokic because I don't like even when he won those MVPs, I wasn't really sure like his like impact really. Like I know he had the triple doubles, but that's really all I knew really. Even when he won, maybe because I wasn't watching the NBA then, because.
Yeah, bro.
Dang.
Jokic for me, like, because you see the stat lines and you're like, fucking hell, is it like he's stat padding X, Y, and Z? But like, when you go and watch the games, it's like you can't stop him in the post one-on-one. And he's already one of the best passers of all time. So like, when you're doubling him on top of that, because you can't really got him in the post one-on-one, he can pass times 50, like, because there are just so many open lanes. Because if someone's doubling, there's someone open and he's always going to find it. So like, you just can't stop him. So like, I can't lie, it's just like genuinely you can't stop him. It's almost like Shaq level dominance where it's like, what do you want to do to stop him? And I can't think of an answer to that.
You can't, yeah. Okay.
So like one more ring, one more finals MVP, maybe another MVP. He's low-key at that 11 slot. Low-key at that 11 slot.
So do you think he's over Giannis all time then?
Yeah. Yeah. Giannis is underrated all time probably by a lot of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's over Giannis because he has 3 MVPs in 4 years, a ring, finals MVP.
Oh, Jokic has 3 MVPs?
I think so.
That's crazy.
It might be. It's either 3 and 4 or 2 and 3.
Yeah, 2. That's crazy.
But yeah, he was meant to win 3 in a row, in my opinion. Yeah, bro. I'm sorry. That MVP Embiid one, bro. That should have been Jokic's.
So it's voters fatigue.
Voters fatigue, yeah. Because like, I can't remember too tough, but I feel like there was a point where he was on top of Embiid in the MVP ladders, and then was it like Kendrick Perkins made that statement about, only reason Jokic being talked about because he's white or some shit like that. And then the next week, Jokic had a better game, better few games over that week, and Embiid rose above him in the MVP rankings, and I'm like,
I remember that.
Why the fuck is he above him? And it just, that sort of kept going the whole way through the season, and he ended up on top of him, and I'm like, I feel like Jokic ended the season better than Embiid, but he still didn't end up with it. But to be fair, I don't mind Embiid with an MVP because at least it'll make people go back and look at Embiid, because I don't like the way he plays that much, but he is a crazy player, and him being injured robbed us of greatness, kind of. He was going to be an insane player, no injury, so
yeah,
it is nice to have that silverware or hardware so people can go back and look and be like, okay, yeah, this guy was insane, so he doesn't fade into obscurity, but should have been Jokic's.
That's so true though, in terms of like, because when people win awards and players, because what I think is that like with memories and stuff, people want to have like a name on something.
Yeah.
That's why like people think like 2016, like they think it's such a great year because you could just, you know, when they think of a good time, they could just think 2016 because it has a name.
Yeah.
For example, like, you know, when people say 2016 Odell, you know, you know
like,
what you're talking about. Kind of like same thing with like with Embiid with an MVP, because now he won an MVP, people can go and watch. But that's so true about the thing about him being white. Because I was like, that's the thing about the NBA I don't like too, is that the narratives, like,
it's so narrative based. It's so narrative.
It's so annoying. Like, let's just watch the game. That's why. But I think it's changing a little bit though. You know, we see all these podcasts, you know, like with LeBron with his like Mind the Game podcast, and then now MJ's coming on and like talking and stuff. So yeah, it's crazy though. But okay, that's a pretty good top was it top 12, top 13?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any arguments. I would.
What, Kobe a bit higher?
No, it's about the MJ LeBron. I can't lie, but yeah, but it's tough. It's so tough because I will say like, yeah, LeBron, like in terms of when you think of greatness. Okay, so your definition of greatness in terms of like relative to their peers, you have to say MJ, because there's literally no one like.
There's no one like that the gap's been that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't even know how I define greatness. I just think I just think aura, really.
Yeah.
But even that, I think MJ has more.
Yeah.
But maybe,
like, the thing is, because that isn't the only thing I define greatness by, but I do think that's a big factor of it. Which is why I will say Bron is better than MJ. I think Bron is the best basketball player we've ever seen. Wemby's getting there. Give him like 3 years. I think it'll be no injuries. Wemby's gonna be scary. He's become a bit more human past like 5 games.
Yeah.
Those first 3 games, can't lie.
The highlights,
it scared me so much. Like I was like, fuck. If he keeps this up for the whole season, uncomfortable conversations need to start being had. But
the one that got me, because like, you know, like obviously we've seen Wemby a little bit last 2 years, but like the one where he's like at the top of the key.
Oh
like,
my word!
Behind the back 3 and 1. I know.
Bro,
that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, what the heck? And like the other day, he's like ISOing against the Bulls, and he's like, you know, everybody clear out 3. Like, I'm just like, what the?
Bro,
this dude
it was like
be Kobe, bro.
I was like, fuck. I can't lie. It might be over for the NBA, because if someone can do that and still be the best defensive player in the league, what the fuck is anyone saying, bro? Like,
oh, it's just. It's crazy.
ISO.
It's insane. Okay, so wait. So then, do you think Wemby will be the greatest basketball player of all time?
No injuries, without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
No injuries, because the thing is, like, the only thing that tends to make people wonder when it comes to stuff like this, where you see a generational talent be so far ahead of their peers, because you do have to remember his peers are the 21-year-olds in the league. There's no one close to Wemby in terms of that. So we have to think of the only thing that tends to come into question when there are people that are this good is, will he continue getting as good as he's getting? And I feel like the main thing with that is dedication. Like, how much do they love basketball? How much do they want to play? How much do they want to get better? And I feel like Wemby showing us, with this offseason, he's showing that, like, he just want to get better at basketball. He loves the game. He wants to get good. And I feel like that's the only thing that comes into questions when you start seeing greats. And he has that. He has that Mamba mentality, as much as I hate to talk about it. He does have it. Like, he's striving to be the best player of all time. I feel like you can see in the way he plays, you can see in the way he trains, in the way he prepares in the off-season. He didn't spend his off-season doing, like, publicity stunts, chilling out. He was perfecting his craft. And, like, when he does perfect his craft, can't lie, there's not many guys comparing to him.
That's what I like. Like, a lot of people don't realize, but he's really like the definition of just locked in. You know, like, he just loves his craft, and he's just focused on just getting better every single day.
Bro, he's like KD with a hairline.
Yeah, literally. That's crazy. So I'm like, dang, yeah, I think he will. I've seen enough already. Yeah. I think he will.
So the potential's there. It's just kind of go to, and I think he can.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like, LeBron is out right now, and then obviously the Lakers are doing pretty good.
Yeah. So,
like, especially with, like, skinny Luka. Like, I literally was watching on the train. Like, this dude had tween dunking. I'm like, Luka Doncic dunking? Like, I haven't seen that in, like, 5 years. So, like, how do you think the Lakers are going to do, though, especially with LeBron getting back?
I think they're going to do well. I think they're going to do really well. I think obviously it's still early on in the Luka timeline for the Lakers. But I feel like no conference finals, kind of disappointing if they don't reach at least that. I think in the next 3 years we're seeing a ring. I think depending on how long Bron plays, if he does get a ring or two with Luka as the forerunner, can't lie, the GOAT debate's over. It's comfy him until Wemby takes the throne outside of injuries. Luka's on a revenge tour. Nico Harrison got fired. Thank fucking God for Mavs fans.
I still don't like that though. I feel like they set him up because I don't feel like the coach and the owner all said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna trade Luka Doncic." Like I feel like he probably didn't want to do it. I feel like they just put it on him.
Oh, you think so? To be fair, I haven't looked that much into that. For me, like
I don't even know either. But
yeah, like for me, I always put Nico Harrison at the front of that Luka trade. So like, I feel like whoever green lighted that needed to be fired one way or another. Whether it was him, whether it's the owner, someone needs to go. So like, the fact that it's him that went, we'll see in it. Clay's kind of shit now. He's my favorite. He's one of my favorite players. Yeah. Was my favorite player. Kind of shit now. I don't know. Kind of like falling off. AD, Glass. We'll see how healthy AD can stay. Cooper Flag. I feel like guys are a bit too harsh on Cooper Flag. He's still gonna be great. I think kind of early on to try
and 20, bro. Like
like calm down. There's so much reactionary stuff in the NBA.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like someone had to go for that trade. Yeah, it's kind of peaked that it's him that got blamed if it wasn't him at the forefront of it. But someone had to go. I feel like they had to. You had to answer the fans' requests because, like, they did put him at the front of that trade. The media made it seem like it was kind of only him that green lighted him. He was the main green light. Mm-hmm. And, like, when you're the main green light and then you see Luka averaging, what is he averaging? Like 35 something. God knows what he's averaging right now. You kind of have to say, okay, yeah, you did make a shit decision.
Yeah, that's so true, bro.
Like,
whoever did it, yeah, they gotta go.
They had to go.
But even also with the Lakers too, like, I always tell my brother, like, I still feel like LeBron can get like, you know, a quick 3-peat, you know, pass up Jordan and he just rise in the sunset. I've been saying that for the last
3-peat.
Yeah. I think it can still happen, bro. I've been saying it for like the last 3 years, but I still feel like, bro, like
I don't know about a 3-peat. I can see a cheeky 1 ring. 3-peat is crazy. You never know. Luka's crazy. Like Luka's not kind of being spoken about enough. He is insane at basketball, so you never know. But I don't see a 3-peat in their future. But yeah, can't lie. Lakers are still good. Bron is still amazing at basketball. You can't really lose what Bron has. Even if you lose the athleticism, he does have the IQ to be amazing. So
do you think it's his last year?
Nah.
Really? I thought
maybe
it was.
one more. Maybe one more, but he's nearing the end.
Yeah.
Nearing the end.
Yeah, because he's been really quiet on it. And now thinking about it, like...
I feel like if he was going to leave, he'd be a bit more open about it. I feel like he'd speak about it more.
Yeah, because LeBron loves to talk, so you know.
Yeah, like I feel like he's not leaving the NBA without a farewell tour of a season. He's not just going to leave at the end of this season and everyone's going to be like, wait, so this season that he only kind of played not that much of the season. To be fair, you never know how he's going to be the rest of this season, but like probably going to be on load management a bit. Is he really going to play barely any and then at the end of the season just be like, bye? I don't think so. Especially because I feel like even he can see the potential with Luka. He's like, fuck, if I chill around him, maybe 1 or 2 more years of rings in my future. So I don't see him leaving.
That's interesting because I was going on my phone and I'm seeing like the tickets for his last game in Cleveland.
Yeah.
But I don't know, hearing you, I'm like, it might not be his last game. So I might wait a year. Because I've seen LeBron play once. I need to see him play one more time.
I can't lie. Don't trust me. Get those tickets. Get those tickets. Because that's going to be a game to remember regardless of if it's his last game or not, I think.
That's a good point, man. True. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Because like for me also, what I say in terms of like who the best player is in GOAT, in any, regardless of sport, I just think of versatility. Like, can you do a lot of things? So in terms of Messi and Ronaldo, like,
Messi can do more than Ronaldo can do.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
As much as I love Ronaldo, Messi has to be the best because he's able to pass. Just simple like that. Like, he's probably like the best passer of all time.
Comfy top 2.
Yeah, for sure. So, wait, who's number 1 then in passing? Good one.
Yeah, you don't know about all that. For me, it's him and KDB. Him and KDB are the best passers of all time for me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, that's why I'm like, but I love Ronaldo because, like, you know, like,
yeah, he has that aura. He has that like make you fall in love with the game type of personality. But
Wait,
Can't really argue with.
Would you say that Ronaldo has that Mamba mentality?
Yeah, he does. He does.
Dang, so Curry's going to retire with 4 rings. LeBron's going to end with a 3-peat. Wemby's going to be the GOAT.
Wemby's going to be the GOAT. Curry, you never know. Please, just trade half the team for Giannis, please. Trade Kuminga, trade Jimmy Butler, trade Buddy Hield, trade fucking Moses Moody. Give him some picks.
Moody, I forgot about that.
Bro, give us some picks. Let us get Giannis. Then Steph can cook up something. Other than that, even Giannis is low-key underrated, bro. The media isn't covering what that nigga's doing. He's averaging like 34, 12, and like 6 or something fucking stupid. Like,
but I think it's also like a point inflation. Like I remember like 10 years ago, bro. Like if you averaged 30, like you were him.
Yeah.
Now everybody's averaging 30.
I feel like
Yeah.
Westbrook's. I feel like it's a combination of two things. 1 point inflation in terms of the pace. I feel like people are just playing a basketball a bit quicker. I can't really. I'm not gonna. Someone in the comments is gonna be like, "Oh, but the pace stats of X, Y, and Z." Well, like when I watch the games, I feel like basketball's being played a bit quicker. But I feel like the main thing is like the league is just a bit too talented. Like I don't even think it's a defense thing. I feel like defense is as good as it's been. Like the defensive schemes people cook up nowadays, between like the way people switch, the way like scouting is nowadays, like defense is probably better than it's ever been. I feel like it's just a thing where good offense beats good defense, and so many people in the league are geared towards good offense. Like they've been playing their whole lives to be able to beat even the best defense that you'll see. Like how are you meant to stop the majority of these people from averaging like 25? They're just too good at basketball nowadays. Like just the average, not the average player in the league, but the average superstar is way better than the average superstar has ever been. So it's like, how do you even compete? Like there's going to be points inflation because there are just way more people in the league that can put up like 30 points a game. Like, bro, if Cam Thomas was born in like the 90s, he'd be looked at like Kobe. Like, he's just that good at scoring the ball.
Yeah, that's true. Man, that is interesting. I never heard about like Ben Simmons is better than Magic.
Bro, he is though. He actually is. Like, bro, Magic, like he's amazing for his time. But you can't bring him into conversation nowadays. But that is partly because, like, that isn't necessarily because of his skill. It is also because of the way the game has changed. Like, you do need to have a jumper to compete in today's league, and Magic didn't have that. Like, you never know. You might have developed one, but nah, he's a glorified Ben Simmons to me.
That's crazy. And we'll end on that, man. That's crazy. But appreciate you.
At least get some predictions. Who's gonna win the chip this year?
Who's gonna win the chip?
Oh yeah. Who do you think is?
Give me like the awards.
DPOY Wemby, Rookie of the Year. I don't know. I don't really know the rookies that much. I'll give it to Keeper Flag. VJ. I'll give it to VJ. He's been hooping. He has that drive. But Cooper's just amazing at basketball. So I think it's just give him some time to settle. We'll see how he is. If he stays healthy, and I think he will, I feel like second half of the season, post All-Star, we're gonna see a different story. He's gonna grow into the NBA a bit more. What are the other ones? MVP. Fuck, I don't know. Giannis is on a shit team, so they won't give it to him. I feel like the narrative could go to Luka, because I feel like because of the way narratives are, it could be like Nico Harrison gets fired, skinny Luka, blah blah blah. It could just be like revenge tour type of thing. Like I
don't think the NBA is gonna allow that. Like an MVP on LeBron's team, there's no way.
There's no way. I hear that part of it. I do hear that part of it.
How can you be the GOAT, but your teammate won an MVP? There's no way.
I hear that part of it, but like I don't see Jokic, maybe, to be fair, but Jokic is just like, he has like a fatigue thing where it's like we're gonna see him average like 28, 12, and 9, 28, 12, and 11, and it's just gonna be like he does this every year. What's changed? So like I don't know if they're gonna give it to him because I feel fatigue's already going to him. Ant is not finishing top 5 in the MVP. You never know, but I don't see it happening. Who else is there? Shea. I hate the way Shea plays. Fuck that nigga.
Shea, bro.
I hate Shea because like Shea, guys will always be like, oh, but foul baiting is a skill, and I'll agree to that. But at the same time, like, bro, I don't know if it's just me. I feel like 3 years ago there was a rule change that guys were saying, oh, Harden's entered that category of Shaq and all these guys, where they've made a rule change where it was like if you do get them jumping on a pump fake, you can't jump into them and they won't call the foul anymore.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I don't know if I'm bugging. I feel like no one's talking about that change anymore because that's what Shea does. Like 2 out of 5 possessions, and they call it from every time. I'm like, unless I'm bugging or this rule just didn't get implemented or I'm remembering wrong, they shouldn't be fucking calling this anymore. Like it's a skill, but it's a skill that they ruled out. I thought, but I feel like they just give it to him anyway. That or I'm remembering wrong. He might win it. I don't think they'll give him 2 in a row. I don't think.
I don't think so.
I think it'll be like Jokic or Luka. I think it'll be Jokic or Luka. Now, Wemby, no injuries unless if he shows us what he was showing us in like the first like 3 games, like consistently, then you can't argue against Wemby. But I don't think he will. I think he's gonna return to human a bit.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Then who I think was winning the ring, OKC's a super team, so I think probably OKC.
Yeah, a lot of people
But
say that.
Nuggets is always, you can't really rule Jokic out. Yeah, I'll say them 2. Those are my main 2 contenders. Rockets will get like second round exit. They'll make the playoffs.
I love you can see that, bro.
Like a second round exit. KD will go crazy, but like they just don't have enough. I don't know. They don't have that championship DNA. It's hard.
Yeah,
they just don't feel like the team that's gonna win the ring.
Yeah.
But like with injuries and all of that, like look at what Pacers did. Pacers got to the finals and no one would have thought that before. So like, few injuries go their way, Rockets could win it. But nah, for me, OKC or Nuggets.
I still got LeBron, but you know, we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, to be fair, Lakers, I'm not mad at Lakers. Lakers could actually win. Like if Luka goes crazy, like it's not impossible. I will give you that.
yeah, but as you can see, you know, Tunji knows ball. So make sure if you have any debates, questions, let us know. But also let us know if we should run it back. So, because we're about to go hit the court right now. So, about to go dunk on him, dunk on the cameraman.
Hey, wait! At the end of this video, put that clip of me frying this guy. You can put any of them. You can put the pull-up jumper. You can put him being a baby in the post. You can even slap the even on the cameraman's birthday on a netball hoop. On a netball hoop, I give him a little hezzy pull again.
That was actually so bad, bro. I got dropped off on in front of his whole family bloodline, bro. That was terrible, bro. I was coming out like the only American, like, you know, let me show this man. This dude dropped me in front of his mom, dad, sister, girlfriend, everything. It was bad. Yeah. Terrible times, but yeah. We out.
Yo, I need some brain like Bay, let me see how you thinking. Me, I was sat there broke like you, seeing the clock just ticking. I'm kinda bitch, I be.
Well, Bron has like what, 10 finals appearances? It's 10 or 11.
07, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
What's he even fucking counting?
9, that's 9. Then 20. It's just 10. Yeah, I think 10.
10.
Yeah.
Probably wins like 7 of those, no Steph existing. 6 of them.